Oh, look at that. Cool shades. I love it.
Thanks. Hi. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. I was just watching you talk to Marissa Meltzer and really enjoying myself, and I'm excited to be here.
Oh, good. Thanks for watching. Sorry, I ran a little late. I'm so sorry.
Oh, no problem. I've been having a blast here.
So will you tell people who might not know what the Roxy Letters is about? I was trying to show off the letters, how it's all
Oh, how
epistolary.
fun.
Um,
Yes.
but
So it's a comedic novel, and it's written in letters from Roxy, who is a 20-something in Austin, Texas, and she's writing the letters to her ex-boyfriend Everett, and he is living with her and failing to pay his rent on time and just like really blocking her mojo. And she works at the flagship Whole Foods in Austin. Whole Foods started in Austin, and this is back in 2012, so before the Amazon takeover. And Roxy is just like artistically stymied. She's underemployed. She's not hooking up with anyone. She's feeling really stuck, but she finds her purpose in life when her local indie video store closes down and is replaced by a Lululemon. Now, she really believes in local business, particularly in the location where the Lululemon moves in. So she decides it's going to be her great work to get that Lululemon ousted and get a good local indie business in there. So that's the premise of the book. It is really fun. It's a great distraction. I think it's perfect. You know, I was not hoping for my book to come out during a pandemic, but now that that's happening, I'm hoping that this gives people something to like smile about and laugh about, and it is a great escape. So
love it. And you're originally from Austin, right?
I am. Yeah, I'm a fourth generation Austinite. I'm not living in Austin right now, but that's where I spent most of my life.
Did you have a particular store you were attached to that motivated this?
Well, yeah. So in real life, the Waterloo Video, it was this really cool indie video store, and it closed down and was replaced by Lululemon. And I was really bummed for many years, and it just stuck in my mind. I was so annoyed about it for so many years. Every time I drove by, I'd be like, like that should be like, if there can't be a video store there anymore, which I get because of forces of technology, like there should be some awesome local business there. Like, so, so yeah, it was motivated by a real life event.
There was like a local specialty food store in the town where I am now that had been there since I was a child, and it went out of business and became a theory. And
Oh, wow.
I felt the same way. Like I can
Oh,
barely still walk by. It hurts my heart when I walk by that store and I think about like wandering through and the smells and like the feeling of community that used to be there, and now like this like soulless, all gray and black, like
oh,
sparse store. Anyway, so I get it.
yeah. But
Although,
so I feel like a lot of the art that I love most takes something difficult and makes something like beautiful out of it. And so I was trying to do that, but I was trying to make something like fun and inspiring out of it.
totally. And why the letters?
So I really liked the idea. You know, Austin is sort of known for being like a sort of slacker and indie originally and traditionally, I should say. And the idea of like a woman whose ex-boyfriend is like living with her and she's communicating to him in letters just seemed like so offbeat and funny that I really had a good time with that. And Roxy likes to kind of like bloviate about things and go on fun rants, and it just seemed like an entertaining format for that. And not one that I'd seen in quite that way, but I do love comedic novels that are written in letters. You know, some of my all-time favorite comedic novels are either written entirely in letters or partially in letters.
So what are some other comedic novels written in letters? I'm trying to think.
So all the
Um,
Bridget Jones diaries were written as diary entries, but that counts as epistolary. And then
okay.
like Where'd You Go, Bernadette is all mostly emails and other kind of documents. Then A Confederacy of Dunces by John Kennedy Toole, which was published in 1980, isn't entirely in letters, but contains a lot of letters that he exchanges with his frenemy Myrna Minkoff. So those were kind of the three books that really most inspired the letter aspect, and also a lot of the kind of humor of the book.
Have you read Class Mom? Not to talk about other people's books,
No, go for it. I love to
but
talk about books.
just as comps, Class Mom by
No.
so that is written by Lori Gelman, and it's a lot of, oh gosh, this is like right, but anyway, it's a lot of emails, like Class Mom emails, like on a
Oh,
chain,
fun.
and
Yeah, it was.
I think you would dig her sense of
I
humor
would get.
because it's sort of similar to yours, in a way, but more of like the mom track than the
Yeah, and
millennial.
the my sister has children, and the sort
Hold
of
on, I'm
mom
closing.
email chain can be really like fun and entertaining.
Hold on, I'm closing this so my face is not like. There we go.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah. That's awesome. So how long did it take you to do this to write this book?
So I have been like working on my writing very seriously for 20 years, and I had written a book before this that I worked on for 8 years, and I got a fancy agent and she sent it out and it didn't sell. And I was like really devastated. And then after, and that was a very serious novel. So then after the 2016 election, I was just so devastated that I was like only reading and watching comedy. And then I started this book and I wrote it in 8 months, and it sold three
Wow.
months after I finished the draft. Yeah. So it was um, a very fast process after a very long process.
Wow. Well, that's great. It's so nice to know that, like, it all works out. Like, I
Yeah.
feel like with so many writing journeys, it's not like the way you want it to go, but like it actually ends up working out in the end.
Yeah, and I have enjoyed all of the process. Like I love writing, and so even when I didn't end up with the kind of worldly results that I was hoping for, I like writing. It's what I do. I read, I write. And so, yeah, it was fine. But the having something funny just come so quickly was really it was very joyful. And it did cheer me up like during that time when I was really having a hard time with the news. Writing this book like would make me like laugh and have a blast for hours a day. So that I feel like mission accomplished there. So
That's awesome. And now, like, we all who are in a, one might say similar, news depression mindset have something to turn to because now we have this. So that's awesome.
that's what I'm hoping for. Yes, absolutely.
Are you working on another book now? Are you writing now? Finding it easy, hard?
So I haven't been doing a lot of writing. I was working on a longer project, and then when I got pretty close to pub date, and also when the pandemic hit, like I haven't been doing a lot of writing since, except on essays. But I have been talking to a lot of bookstagrammers and meeting a lot of people and doing bookstagram takeovers. So I've been learning all these like video editing skills and learning how to do a lot on my phone film wise that I had never done before. So I have this whole other sort of creative thing that's going on right now, but not a lot of writing yet. And I had quite a few weeks where I was just having a lot of difficulty concentrating. So now I'm kind of easing into reading way more again, and that's feeling good. And so hopefully I'll get rolling on writing again soon, but I'm not there yet. Yeah.
But that's okay because, like, you're making
Yeah.
people laugh all the time and, adding
Yeah,
joy to the world. So there you go.
that's what I'm hoping
Oh,
for.
well, it was really nice to meet you in this way. Thanks so much for coming on.
Yeah, it's so
And
nice to meet you, Zibby, and I really, really, really appreciate it. And I'm so grateful for all that you're doing. Like I said, I heard you talking to Marissa Meltzer about, how you feel pain for writers who are putting books out right now because it is such a challenging time. And for me, the joy that I've been finding in this time is connecting with bookstagrammers who are providing so much support. And so I'm just so grateful for what y'all are doing. It is really powerful, important work, and I'm so grateful for you.
oh, that makes me feel good. Thank you so much for saying
Okay,
that.
take good care, Zibby. Thank
Okay,
you.
you too. Bye.